y'all, welcome back to my channel. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to Brandy's Beauty Addiction. Before we get started, make sure you like this video and hit subscribe. Today's video, I am doing another music related mani because y'all know that I love me some music. And I think about 97% of Brandy Loves Beauty products are named after songs. So the love for music runs deep. And this time, I am doing a mani that's inspired by the Mendenhall Experiment. Now let's start this video. The colors that I'm going to be using from Brandy Loves Beauty, they are Black No. 1 and Moonchild. And I'm also going to be using a dip base from 10X Tina. I am doing 3 dips of Black No. 1. When I tend to do music inspired manis, I notice that most of the colors are black and white because when you listen to metal music, hard rock, or even alternative, most of the band colors are black and they add like a little bit of white to their logo or even to their aesthetic. So it's not a lot for me to work with. And I even hung out on the Mendenhall Experiment Instagram and website, and it was the same color schemes, except they have like a really cool skull for the logos. There's a rare occurrence when I did actually get to use different colors, and that was for the Concrete Atlantis mani that I did about a month ago. And I am going to take a quick break and I'm going to come back. I am doing 3 dips of Moonchild, and I created this dip powder a year ago to celebrate my birthday since I'm a July baby. And I decided to make the white sheer so we could be able to see all the beautiful flakies and shimmers. And I also made it glow. I decided to go to Krusty Empire Fest, so that's one of the reasons why I decided to do the Mendenhall Experiment theme mani. The fest is located in Corona, California, and that is like over an hour and 30-minute drive for me. And it was totally worth it because I got to see some other bands that I tend to listen to all the time, like Where It Lies. Y'all know I love me some Where It Lies, and 22 Salute and Firing All Cylinders. And I also got to see some other bands for the first time, and I do plan to check them out in the future as well. And I'm going to take a break and I'm going to be back. I am going to be using a gel base coat from Cooserry nails. I am using a gel base coat to help encapsulate my nails, so I'm starting off with Black No. 1. I'm going to flash cure for 30 seconds and then do the rest of the nails and cure everything for 60 seconds. And I forgot to mention this before. If you're working with colors like black and white and you're concerned about cross-contamination, what you could do, you could start on one of the colors, you apply the color, put on clear dip powder and then your activator, and then you move on to the next color if you don't like to use gel liquids. But for me, I skipped that because I plan to do nail art later, so I'm going to be covering up most of my nails, so it doesn't matter if Black No. 1 got onto Moonchild. It's not a big deal for me. And I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back. I am using a gel top coat from Kiara Sky. I am doing 2 coats of the gel top coat, and I am going to cure it for 1 minute and 20 seconds each. And I am going to file and buff off camera, and I'll be back to do the nail art. I'll be using a white art gel polish from Yao Shun and in 002. I am using a white gel polish to do the Mendenhall Experiment logo, and I added a photo of their logo if you're curious. So I'm going to say that I am doing like the base for the skull. I'm going to start off doing like a mushroom shape with the white gel polish. I'm going to do the best I can to describe what I am doing, because during that moment I had no idea what I was doing, because when I do nail art, I'm not the type of person to practice beforehand. I just do it and see what will happen, and I was actually happy with the results because I felt that I was pretty close to the logo. So I am going to do 1 coat and then flash cure for 15 seconds, and then off camera I am going to do another coat and then flash cure it again for 15 seconds. So I'm going to let y'all watch me do this, and I'm going to come back. I am using a black art gel polish from Yao Shun in a 004, and I forgot to show y'all the bottle. So I am starting off with the nose, and then I am going to move on to the eyes in a couple of seconds. I don't know why I spent a lot of time on this nose. I was just like being very particular that day, because I was like staring at the logo on my laptop, because I use my phone to film video, so I couldn't just like take a peek at my phone and look at the photo. And finally I'm working on the eye, so I decided to switch to a dotting tool so I could get a better shape, because yes, it's starting to look like a skull, but I want it to look like the Mendenhall Experiment skull. And I am going to take a quick break, and I'll be back. If I decided to stop at the skull right now, I think it could work as the Punisher logo. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So I'm just doing some fine lines and some shading so it could look more like the Mendenhall Experiment skull instead of the Punisher skull. Because when you look at the logo closely, you can see that the Mendenhall Experiment skull is unique, because when you look at other skulls, you don't really see a skull like the Mendenhall Experiment. Since I'm doing some shading, I'm going to tell y'all about the Mendenhall Experiment since you're here. Back in 2008, Brandon Mendenhall, who's a guitarist with cerebral palsy, formed the Mendenhall Experiment as a big to everyone who told him he can't play because of his disability. And I checked out the documentary called Mind Over Matter that highlights Brandon's life to the point he got to forming the Mendenhall Experiment. And wow, the documentary was so inspiring, and there were some parts that made me emotional because I have a learning disability and I could kind of relate to Brandon's story in a way when I was being told that I can't do this or I can't do that because of my learning disability. And my disability is nothing like Brandon's. I'm just saying that his story like inspired me, and you should totally check out the documentary, and I'll have the link of the documentary in the description if you want to watch it. I will also link their website, Instagram, Facebook, and my favorite songs from the Mendenhall Experiment. And to let you know, they've been through several lineup changes. So the songs that I am going to link in the description, they are from their former vocalist Mario, and their current vocalist, her name is Elise, and wow, she is like so fabulous, and her voice is just amazing. Like, y'all should just check them out. Like, just do it. And I am going to take a break, and I'll be back. I went back into the white to soften the shading that I did. And then I am going to add the glowy eyes, and I'm going to let y'all watch me do this, and I'll be back. I am close to being done with this goal, so I felt that it needed more details because I was like being particular, of course. And I forgot to mention that the Mendenhall Experiment is also known as a disability awareness band. They just want to get their music out there to let people know that you can follow your dreams regardless of your disability. And random fact, their bassist, Nate Stockton, he is blind and deaf. And when I chatted with him at Krusty Empire Fest, he mentioned that he mostly listens for the drums when he plays. And of course, knowing me, I made a little joke saying, well, if the drummer messes up, then he's going to mess you up too. And we like laughed about it. And I am going to take a break and I'm going to come back. decided at the last minute I wanted the skull to glow, so I mixed in Revel Nail Scatter with some white gel polish and some gel top coat to sheer it out, because Revel Nail Scatter, it has some blue to it, so I didn't want the skull to be too blue, so that's why I sheared it out before applying it. And I am going to flash cure it, and I'm going to come back to do the stamping. Way ahead of myself. What I was supposed to do next is the chrome letters. TMX is also the abbreviation for the Mendenhall Experiment. And I messed up the first time when I did the chrome letters, so this is my second attempt. So I'm just putting on the gel top coat. I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds. And then I am going to rub the chrome powder on my nails. And then I'm going to put the gel top coat on top of it, because what happened was I thought I did the steps correctly, but I forgot to put the gel top coat where I want the chrome powder to stay, because what happened was I ended up wiping it all off. So I'm like, you know what, I could quickly redo it, it's not a big deal. So when I have the gel top coat on top of the chrome powder, and when I wipe everything off, it's going to stay, and you're going to see that pretty soon. And I'm going to let y'all watch me do this, and I'll be back. Before I do the stamping, I am going to use the latex tape from Queen. It's to ensure that I will not spend too much time cleaning up after I am done stamping, and I'll be back. Straight up black from Maniology. I am using a Radio Riot stamping plate, and I am going over the paint splatter image. And to put this out there, I am no longer a brand ambassador for Maniology. I removed my code from social media and even my link tree, and I left their brand ambassador group on Facebook, and I also emailed Maniology to deactivate my code, and I'll let you know what happens from there. I'm not going to get into it too much. All you need to do is check out Maniology's social media and the statements from their former brand ambassadors. Because the reason why I don't really want to talk about it, because I'm waiting for Maniology to update us with something else, or if anything else like happens, because I don't want to have to do another video updating y'all what happens or make some edits. So I'm just going to wait a little bit before I get into it. But the reason why I really wanted to part ways, because I'm the type of person who believes that everyone has the right to do whatever they want to their bodies. It's none of our business. We shouldn't be telling them what to do with their bodies. I know a lot of people don't like that. They're going to follow me on social media and subscribe to this channel, and that is okay with me, because at the end of the day, it's none of our business what people do. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And I think about like 95% of my stamping products are from Maniology, so of course I'm going to use them up because I paid with my own money with most of them. I know some of them are gifts or whatnot, but I paid for them, so I am going to use it, but I'm just not going to use my code or give them any like promotion basically. I don't know. I'm just going to still use the product. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm no longer a brand ambassador. All right, I think I am done like chatting. I'm just going to go on break now. With everything, so I'm putting on more gel base coat, and I'm going to flash cure the thumb for 30 seconds as to ensure when I put my hand in the lamp that the gel base coat will not move around on my thumb. And then I'm going to do the rest of the nails, and everything else will get cured for 60 seconds. And to let y'all know, usually I edit my videos on an app called Splice. And the reason why my video is a bit different, my Splice app wasn't working right, so I had to edit it on iMovie. And I haven't edited a video on iMovie for a couple of years, so I had to like teach myself how to use iMovie again. So hopefully I could get Splice to work again. And I'm going to take a break. No wipe gel top coat from Shundalen Bonate. I am doing one coat of the gel top coat, and I'm going to cure it for 1 minute and 20 seconds, and of course I'm going to flash cure the thumb, and I'll be back. Using the Buttercream Cuticle Oil from Wishful This by T. I would like to thank y'all so much for taking time out of your day to view this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're loving this mani, and don't forget to hit that little bell because it'll notify you when I upload a video.